The draft resolution regarding public media was submitted by a group of MPs from the Civic Coalition Poland 2050, the Left and the Polish People's Party. Resolution of the Sejm on the restoration of legal order and impartiality and reliability of the public media and the Polish Press Agency. The Sejm calls on all state authorities of the Republic of Poland to immediately take action aimed at restoring constitutional order in terms of citizens' access to reliable information and the functioning of public media, as well as in terms of independence, objectivity and pluralism of the implementation of the public mission by public radio and television, and also in the scope of obtaining and transmitting information by the Polish Press Agency. Sejm calls in particular on the state treasury, represented by the ownership body of companies implementing the public mission of radio and television broadcasting, and the Polish Press Agency to take immediate corrective actions to achieve the objectives set out in this resolution and ensure the proper functioning of the public radio and television broadcasting units and the Polish Press Agency in accordance with the standards of the rule of law during the transitional period. An example, until the adoption of implementation of appropriate legislative solutions. The resolution is to call to people and institutions to have such an opportunity, and the decision will immediately have a practical dimension. In connection with the proceedings of the bill in the Sejm, President Andrzej Duda sent a letter to the Speaker of the Sejm. The role of public media in democratic state is very important because it is a part of the freedom to express one's view and obtain and disseminate information. It should be taken into consideration that social assessment of the activities of public media is varied. Without questioning the right to introduce changes in the legal system by the parliamentary majority, it should be emphasized that a political goal cannot constitute an excuse for violating or circumventing constitutional and statutory regulations. All public authorities are obliged to act on the basis and within the limits of the law. The first reading of the draft resolution took place in the lower house of parliament. Parliamentary clubs and parliamentary groups made statements. Members of the new parliamentary majority say they would like to liquidate the National Media Council established in 2016. It is supposed to be an element of the so-called healing of public media. The National Media Council from its beginning was a political creation. Public media should look at the entire reality around them. I raised an objection myself, because the media called me an idiot on air. The parliamentary majority questions the constitutionality of the National Media Council because of the judgment of the Constitutional Tribunal from 2016. At that time, the tribunal was held by Andrzej Rzepliński. However, the judgment referred only to certain provisions of the Broadcasting Act. It did not refer to the strict sense to the act establishing the National Media Council. If this attack is to be carried out by the way of resolution, in example a legal act that is not a source of applicable law, it is similar to the situation when a municipal council wants to change laws passed by the Sejm. This is absurd and completely unconstitutional, contrary to the act on the National Media Council, which has been passed and it's in force. Changes in public television may be delayed by the Protective Act issued by the Constitutional Tribunal. The act obliges the state treasury to refrain from activities aimed at liquidating or changing public radio and television companies. In connection with the resolution passed in the Sejm, the Management Board of the Polish Press Agency issued a call for a stop to the violation of the company's legal rights. The document was received by the Chancellor of the Sejm and the President, the Ministry of Culture and the National Media Council. An attempt to liquidate the media through a resolution or by encouraging them to do so is a great scandal and a violation of freedom of speech.